In 1973, Bruce Lee was finally about to achieve what Hollywood had denied him for years. A global movie, a major studio release, a chance to prove Asian actors could dominate worldwide cinema. The film was called Enter the Dragon, and today, it's considered one of the most legendary martial arts films ever made. But behind the cameras, the production was becoming a nightmare. Exhaustion, pressure, creative conflict, physical collapse. Because Bruce Lee wasn't simply trying to make a movie. He was trying to change Hollywood itself. And according to people around him during filming, the pressure was beginning to destroy him physically. Weight loss, insomnia, extreme stress. Then suddenly, just days before the movie's release, Bruce Lee was dead. He was only 32 years old. And what happened during the making of Enter the Dragon became one of Hollywood's most haunting stories. Today, we're breaking down the painful production, the hidden struggles, and the enormous pressure Bruce Lee carried while creating the movie that made him immortal. Long before Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee had already spent years fighting Hollywood rejection. Even though he was charismatic, intelligent, and physically extraordinary, American studios still hesitated to build major films around an Asian lead actor. That frustration followed Bruce Lee constantly. He knew he had global star potential, but Hollywood didn't fully trust it yet. So Bruce Lee returned to Hong Kong and exploded there first. Films like The Big Boss and Fist of Fury became massive successes throughout Asia. Suddenly, Hollywood could no longer ignore him, and eventually, Warner Brothers agreed to co-produce Enter the Dragon in 1973. This was Bruce Lee's opportunity to prove himself globally once and for all. But with that opportunity came enormous pressure, because Bruce understood something terrifying. If this movie failed, Hollywood might never trust another Asian action star again. From the beginning, the production was difficult. Language barriers, different filming styles, creative disagreements between Hong Kong and Hollywood crews. Schedules became exhausting. Temperatures were brutal, and Bruce Lee demanded perfection constantly. Fight scenes repeated endlessly, movements adjusted repeatedly, timing corrected over and over again. Because Bruce Lee knew this movie represented more than entertainment. It represented his legacy, and privately, the pressure was becoming dangerous. Reports from people around him described increasing exhaustion during production. Bruce Lee barely rested, barely slowed down. He obsessed over every detail. Even his body began changing visibly. By 1973, Bruce Lee had become extremely lean, almost frighteningly thin at times. But he continued pushing harder anyway, because stopping felt impossible. And perhaps that's the hidden tragedy of highly driven people. They often don't realize they're collapsing until it's too late. Despite all the chaos, something extraordinary happened on camera. Bruce Lee looked unbelievable, fast, dangerous, electrifying. Every movement felt real, and that authenticity completely separated him from ordinary action stars. When audiences watched Enter the Dragon, they weren't watching an actor pretending to fight. They felt like they were watching someone genuinely dangerous. That changed action cinema forever. The intensity, the speed, the physical charisma. Hollywood had never really seen anything like it before. And perhaps most importantly, Bruce Lee shattered stereotypes globally. He became powerful on screen in a way Asian actors rarely had before in Western cinema. That cultural impact became enormous. Then suddenly, everything stopped. On July 20th, 1973, before Enter the Dragon even premiered publicly, Bruce Lee died unexpectedly. The world was shocked instantly, because Bruce Lee looked superhuman, untouchable, and suddenly, he was gone. Only 6 days later, Enter the Dragon premiered, and the reaction became explosive globally. The movie transformed Bruce Lee from superstar into myth, because audiences weren't simply watching a martial arts film anymore. They were watching the final performance of a man who already felt larger than life. And maybe that's why the movie still feels emotional decades later. Because behind every scene, There's a strange feeling that Bruce Lee was giving everything he had left physically. Here's the truth. Enter the Dragon became legendary not only because Bruce Lee was talented, but because audiences could feel the obsession, pressure, and intensity pouring out of him in every frame. An authenticity that powerful almost never dies. So ask yourself this. Did Bruce Lee achieve immortality through Enter the Dragon? Or did the pressure of creating greatness slowly destroy him at the same time? Back-end index pointing down, what do you think?